Atwachin chitab kalenjin nenyorolekab emet en koindo kobun ketesiet nebo Kass TV nesomanun logoichutok kwane Victor Korir kemiten ak Naomi Cherotich neibu logoiwek en oret nebo kabarunoik. Kanam ofisek chebo Nakada koboisie kibagenge ak ofisekab polis bokisinik 900 chebo mayek chemaititootin en kot agenge nekiboiboitengei en taonitab Kapsabet en county nebo Nandi chekibwotyin kele kokiibunen emetab Uganda. Kamwa ofisekab Nakada chekoindochin Simon Mwangi kole kakiyai operation noton konamgei ak ng'atutiet nekikon President William Ruto nebo keborien mayek chemaiyonotin koboto kerichek alak chebo bokitet. Ingenyoru report ng'eten Kapsabet neibuch ko Cornelius Keter.
Eng operation inotok kaai kibagengeit neborien mayek koboto kerichekab bokitet eng emoni notok nebo Nakada eng kibagenge afisaekab polis eng kot agenge nekiboiboitegei nemitei taonitab Kapsabet komwa ofisayat kobun Nakada Simeon Mwangi kole eng operation inotok kokaimuch konam katonisiek 900 chebo mayek chemachamdootin koboto mayek cheyachen chekibwotyin kobunu emetab Uganda ole kakinam biik chekotesetai mung'aranotok.
We have conducted simultaneous multi-agency operations within Kapsabet town, and we've managed to nab large volumes of alcohol that emanates from Uganda in plastic bottles, and some of it in sachets, which of course is illegal in this country. We've also managed to recover quite huge amounts of alcohol that is suspected to be counterfeit. We have managed to nab some suspects who we will be arraigning in court, and we will be subjecting what we've discovered today to the government chemist for verification.
Kamwa Mwangi kole kobun chikilishenwa koboru kole mitei barak koitetab biik eng county nebo Nandi cheboisie kerichekab bokitet koboto mayek cheyachen, kit nekale kokochang'a biik chekokobet sobonwekwak kotinygei ak notok, akomwa kole maweksei let ichek akoi kot kosulda boriet neketokyin istoetab mayek cheyachen koboto boisietab kerichekab bokitet eng kwenutab neranikab emoni.
This is part of an ongoing crackdown in furtherance to the President's directive on the fight against alcohol and drug abuse in the country. And Nandi County has been flagged as one of the hotspot counties where there is high consumption of illicit and counterfeit alcohol. We have reports of deaths that have emanated from what is suspected to be the consumption of this alcohol. Our crackdowns are ongoing. We are not relenting. We are going to continue carrying out these operations, and we are putting all these people who are conducting this kind of business on notice. The government is coming for you, and we will seize your property because it is going to be treated as proceeds of this illicit trend. So, and we are also calling on the public to volunteer any information that they may have so that we are able to rid our country of this menace of alcohol and drug abuse. So we are on high alert, and we are conducting a lot of surveillance. So very soon we'll be nabbing the people who are conducting this business in large scale.
Eng kasarato komwa nebo ng'echeret eng kibagenge inotok bo Nakada Dr. Stephen Mairori kole magoi koch boroindo mung'aretab mayek chemachamdootin koboto kerichekab bokitet ole kale kikokon asenet neo eng kwenutab neranik chechang chebo emoni.
Yenye tunatumia sasa ambayo vijana wetu wanatumia ni sumu. Hatuwezi kupandia drug barons watawale ama wafanye mambo yao mabaya kwa nchi nzuri ambaye rais hapa ana mpango nzuri. Lazima hao watoke ndio nchi ikae salama, si ndivyo? Mtu akishatumia hii mihadarati inaharibu akili ya mtu. Yule mtu ambaye alikuwa very sharp, unashangaa amepoteza network. Unashangaa nini iliharibika? Kumbe the drugs has a way of altering the brain. So ukisome anga na lebike jange mi kwa kanisa asoma galonge ketaret lagok yao. Mauna tusaidiane, tusaidie vijana wetu ili tuweze kufaulu.
Kong'ete taonitab Kapsabet eng county nebo Nandi, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass kainenyu ko Cornelius Keter.
Kanyor kanetisiet kabatik chete 100 chebo avocado en county nebo Bomet kobun kampunisiek chebo Biofarm, Greenline ak Agritechno Farms en tokyinetab ketoret ichek konapta boisionikwak chebo kabatisiet. Kabatik chotok kobun wadishek chebo Chemaner, Kembu, Merigi ak Sagamian. Ole kamwa Samuel Langat kobun kampunitab Biofarm kole kakinet kabatik chotok kotinygei ak ortinwek chekiboisien en kirindaet ak katerteretab mionwogik chenome logoekab avocado. Kinyoru report notok en oret neuni.
Yanga wal kuni na boron deficiency. Kona ko mine wirtoge tur musuge la ni konget konyalil. Ko calcium ni kana mo mo strong attachment. Ko turok se ginege. Ne turok se la ni ko turok ko kanyalil matinye alamet age tugul. Aya kono ni amun kawala ke kono ni boro. So wale ko uni amun meani bori ko mani bori ko na me wala sa ko wirtege.
Ale dan nyalin ko bichoni. Ano le bichoni. Ko mai tan yo lo ko vai ko free. Yero ko unchu nguni. Ganam bichoni.
Aro chule la chule.
FCM ju.
Sale.
Yero no. Dili lo bayan goyetu lo bayan dani. Kutinda already go geru. Romi maya ya to. So mo ge 7 ni. No mo ge 7 ni ko guni. Yere FCM ni age ni gorute ko mengeje.
So
one is coordinated. Service provider. Majina naitwa Samuel Langat. Mimi ni mfanyikazi wa Biofarms. Tumekuja kwa mkutano wa wakulima ili tuweze kuwafundisha jinsi ya kutunza avocado, kuanzia kutengeneza shamba, mahali pa kupata miche, jinsi ya kuchimba mashimo, kuweka mbolea, kupanda na kutunza mpaka iweze kutoa mazao. So siku ya leo tumejifunza ndani ya darasa, alafu tumekuja kwa shamba ili tuweze kuwaonyesha sasa practicals, jinsi avocado inaweza tunzwa. Shida ambazo ziko tumewafundisha wakulima ni jinsi ya kutunza avocado kutokana na wadudu waharibifu. Mmoja ni fruit fly, ingine ni FCM, false codling moth, na ingine ni ceratitis. Hawa ni maadui makubwa ya avocado ambao wanaleta hasara kwa avocado. Juu ya hayo tumeguzia wakulima juu ya soko, kwamba watunze matunda yao, soko iko. Chenye kiko tu ya kutilia maanane ni kwamba ubora wa matunda ambayo inahitakikana ili iweze kuwafikia vigezo vinavyotakikana katika soko la ng'ambo.
My name is Festus Rono, Chairman Peru Horticultural Farmers Cooperative. Today we had a training, and I would like to thank the trainers who have been with us this from morning up to this time around 4. We had Isinya, we had Power Farm, we had Green Line, we had Agrotechno and others. And I would like to thank them very much for responding to our request to come and train our farmers. The purpose of this training actually has been informed by the challenges we have right now in the farms. As you see right now, we have a drought, and there are a lot of challenges of pests which has really affected our fruits, and that is why we train them, so that at least they come and train farmers on how to prevent and how to ensure that they get maximum production of their fruits.
Avocado nekimache kemwa kwa amun kikoik ketit nekikotiengei biikab koroni. Kikinam ngalekab avocado in 2012. Ko kikinam ak chemine nekikuren Nyugo Pos. Ko kikakonech avocados chekimakilipan. Akomwa kole asitun yan konam obut olipan. Kenyor banye avocados en Isenya akonyokomin temik nekit biik chechang kabisa. Ako kikokany livelihood nebo this area amun chitugul ko kikonyor kolipan lagok chebo fees en njia ne rahisi. Kikinyoru kora keundan cooperative nebo Berur. Ko en Berur ko kikokonap temik chechang kabisa.
Aga karutiet barnotik kobun county nebo Nandi kebeberta nekikiborchi botiryot nebo kanisetab Catholic Father Lois Bet en komosta nebo Marakwet asikobit koker ilchet kole kaibwat amdoindonotok kikibar kenyit konye. Ako koboisie kasarata barnotik chotok kosom barnotik ak meng'ik chebo Marakwet kokimit kalyet. Kora koistoengei yautik chemanyolu cheboto chorsetab kiyagik. Kinyoru report nebo Andrew Kimeto.
Arawek 8 kong'ete kobar chelesosik patriot ab kaniset ab Catholic Father Alois Bet eng tot county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kokorutechi barnotik kobun county nebo Nandi kebeberata akoyai sautik ab kabwatet ab patriot noto.
Kuja hapa Elgeyo Marakwet kutangaza amani. Father Alois since auawe, it's now 7 months na tumekuja hapa kwa ajili since of that incident tumeona kuna amani, so tumekuja kuhimiza watu wa Elgeyo tuendelee kuishi hivyo na amani.
Kotinygei ak barnotik choto kokang'ong kole kakwautiet neo nekoib icheket korutechi komosata akobo konoisechi akobwoti barnotik alak kobun komosata akobo kamanutietab kakimitetab kalyet atkai tugul.
Kwanzia Father Alois aondoke zake, hii area imekuwa na amani sana. Tumekuja kuomba vijana wa hii area waendelee hivyo hivyo kuwa na amani kwenye hii nchi, kwa sababu hata wanayo mwaga damu ya watu si mzuri.
Kabaibachi barnotik choto wekunetab kei nebo kalyet eng komosata akasom barnotikab komosata bo Kerio Valley kotestai koamda logoiwekab kalyet.
Kuishi kwa amani ni kitu yenye inakupea hata peace of mind. Kuishi kwa amani ni kitu ambayo inafanya hata familia zetu siishi pia vizuri, kwa sababu kama bila amani hata wewe mwenyewe huwezi kaa vizuri. That's why tunataka amani, na amani ni kitu mzuri kwa sababu bila amani inaharibu maisha ya watu wengi, na pia hata wanafunzi kwenda shule haitawezekana kwa sababu hakuna amani. Watu ni wanakimbia huku na kule kwa sababu kujificha kwa sababu hakuna amani.
Koyamis meng'ikab komosata bo Kerio Valley komeng'is eng kalyet kuye kokiboryenchi eng arawek cheng'ering chekokosirto.
Leo tunafurahia sana sababu ile wakati tulikuwa naishi maisha ngumu, lakini kwa leo tunafurahia kuwa tunachumuika pamoja na kuendeleza maisha kama Wakenya wote nchini Kenya. So tunafurahia sana. Tungeomba vijana waendelee vizuri hivyo, wajiingize na vitu ambavyo vinaleta pesa kuliko ile mambo ambayo tulikuwa tumejiingiza kitambo, ambayo kati hapo ni ujangili na kila mambo ambayo inarudisha watu nyuma. So tunafurahia sana leo hii kuwa tunaishi kama Wakenya ambaye anaishi kama ni Mombasa, Nairobi na kila mahali.
Kong'ete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Kakomwa controller nebo budget Dr. Margaret Nyakango kole makat keboisien rabinikab serikali en oret netagunot, mising ko oret netokyingei kotoret biikab emet konyor boisionik chemokotin kobun serikalit neo ak serikalisiek chebo county. Kamwa Nyakango kole testai ak boisienyin nebo chikiletab budget nebo serikali, ole kacher serikali komat koyan kosuldae magutik tugul chekonu kibagengeisiek chebo IMF en mwaet kole alak en magutik choto komuchi kong'em bandab tai nebo emet.
Over-reliance on IMF can weaken domestic policy ownership, making reforms harder to sustain once the program ends. So we should not just be puppets. We need to look at this realistically. Now we also need to look at the operationalization of this, the NIF, also known as the National Infrastructure Fund. In particular, we need to monitor why this fund was established under the Government-Owned Enterprise Act. Again, this was covered earlier. This, as we noted, bypasses Parliament scrutiny as well as my office scrutiny and weakens public oversight. On this, it will therefore be necessary to monitor whether the privatization proceeds are channeled to the fund rather than the consolidated fund, and whether this will finance viable, clearly verifiable projects. This is yet to be seen. This matter, as we all know, is currently undergoing a lot of scrutiny from multiple stakeholders. As food prices remain elevated and the household purchasing power remains constrained, how then do we say we are going to Singapore. Poverty remains unacceptably high, and its decline is slow. Growth, while positive, is not inclusive. From the perspective of the control of budget, this disconnect matters a lot because it raises fundamental questions. We ask, are public resources being deployed to improve citizens' lived realities? And that, indeed, is a question we must answer. Budgets are the most concrete expression of policy intent. Yet, budgets only matter if they are credible, if they are implemented as approved, and translate into services.
Report nebo NADCO kole wendi kotou en arawetab oeng kenyini kaumetab kerietab biikab emet. Kamwa committee noton indochin Senator Nikitoror Agnes kole tounen kaumetab kerietab biikab emet komosta nebo Pwani nebo Emoni.
These engagements are ongoing, and in them we are gathering very useful insights that will help this country move forward. In all these engagements, we are going to specific areas as implementing organizations that we are moving to in the NADCO report, and issues that have and want to be addressed, to see the progress for these and have discussions across these. So these engagements that are going on are going to be very useful for us to collect our data and present the status quo of the implementation of the NADCO report 2023 and the 10-point agenda. Beginning next month, we shall move on to a very important part of our work as a committee, and that's the country-wide stakeholder engagements, where we intend to meet Kenyans right in the grassroots to listen to them, because this is an inclusive process and we want everybody to come on board at the various levels to talk about the NADCO report and 10-point agenda and their assessment of its implementation.
It's clear, you can see, and we're engaging literally all stakeholders, because we are supposed to engage extensively stakeholders in the Republic of Kenya, including members of the public. And so we would like to encourage politicians especially, who are part and parcel of stakeholders in the implementation of the 10-point agenda, to be highly spirited about the nationhood and the nationalism that is the spirit of the 10-point agenda, as Mr. Oguda has elucidated.
And as you come to the committee to see how best we can shepherd this process together, so that in the end, all of us, because this is a national process for every Kenyan, so that all of us can get to have a nation that we can be proud of, a nation that is going to move forward together, so that no one will be feeling to have been left behind.
So agreed on the aspect of youth inclusivity in political parties, and the subsequent fast track of the political amendment bill, so that we have the voice of young people in political parties to be heard. Again, the congresses of youth of these political parties, the youth congresses of these political parties to be funded.
Gotoi bandab oret alage neranik kobun county nebo Uasin Gishu, noto banda nebo kilometishek 350 kotokyingei taonitab Nairobi. Kotokyingei koker kole kaleta naet nebo koityi biikab boror kotinygei ak kamanutiet nebo kekanapta boriet nekitokyin nametab asoya en emet. Ng'ololchi sirikab logoiwek kasarta nekokiyochi flagging off en ofisitab kibagenge nebo EACC nemiten Eldoret. Komwa neranik chotok indochin Mark kirwa kole kikobun uinwek chong'indab neranikab emoni amun yautik chebo nametab asoya.
Katoige banda nebo kilomitaishek cheite 350 nebo neranik choto ang'wan kobun county nebo Uasin Gishu kong'ete ofisitab EACC nemiten kanasetab Eldoret akoi ofisit neo nebo commission noto en kanasetab Nairobi. Ole kamwa Mark Kirwa neindochin neranik choto kole kaisulda ichek noto en katorchinet nebo kinaisenjin biikab boror kotinygei ak kamanutiet nebo kekanapta boriet nekitokyin nametab asoya en emet.
May I urge all Kenyans in wherever they are, this country belongs to all of us. Can you join us in fighting corruption together? so that we can have a health economic nation, so that we can have better business environment, so that we can have transparent employment, so that we can have food security, so that we can have authentic educational system, so that we can have health without any problem in our lifetime.
Kaikimit kirwa kole kikobun neranikab emoni kaimutik chechang en kasarta necheng'e boisionik amu yautik chebo nametab asoya, kit nemwoe kole banda nekatoi ichek en betutab raini kotetat koib kasarta nebo betusiek 10 chebo kakimitetab letaitab naet koityin biikab boror koistoengei yautik choto makororon.
Corruption begins with small children. You know, when you send a children and tell a child that can you run there so that I can give you something, that's a bribery. So let us begin in the background. When our children are growing, let us be the ambassadors of fighting corruption from the grassroots level. Let us have transparency so that we have a healthy nation in our youths.
Kayai flagging off nebo banata rubeiwotab director en afisitab EACC mornetab North Rift Kuntai Ole Tingisha ole kamwa kole boriet nekitokyin nametab asoya en emet ko boriet nebo chitugul. Ole kamwa kole kamang'unetabgei nebo alak eng neranik akotorchi kimnatet borionoto ko kamang'unet neo kole kibendi kebelishe en boriet nekitokyin ateboto.
So for today we just want to flag off the team. As they go and interact with members of the public, they'll be communicating a common message of combating corruption, being a responsibility for all of us, and knowing that EACC as an institution is only the lead, but the responsibility is bestowed with all of us.
Kong'eten kanaset nebo Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Ak chitab kalenjin mache kenyor kamung'et nenwach en logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV kiweksei nematyan ketestai ak tetutiet.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitkei ak kinosechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en number 5552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit nechome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.
Get Africa's best entertainment anytime, anywhere, and now for even less.
Here's what we're here for, duh.
With DSTV Stream and Safaricom Home Fiber.
Wow.
Just dial *400# then 0 to choose this DSTV offer. Select your Safaricom Home Fiber account and the DSTV Stream package you want now at a discounted price. Then select your home fiber plan, confirm payment, pay using your M-Pesa PIN, and click on the link received to sign in to your new DSTV Stream account.
Simple.
Then enjoy the best movies, series, and sport in Africa at its best price ever. Only with DSTV Stream and Safaricom Home Fiber. T's and C's apply.
Silosu kila Jumatatu agoi komut kasi otochi na sikobit kenyoru tienwogik choto cheiberurech Mountain Jehovah Sabiruten Israel tienwogik chelelachen
Tinye Jeiso tuguk chechang Sominende sigogoni Mogoriot kiptayanden yo Mogoriot nebo mogo
tienwogik chebo kwaya tiendo neisomchinige
Ajega jego Ajega jego Ajega jego
Chutak tugul inyoru eng tetutiet nebo ilosu sikekas kong'ololwe Jehova kobun tienwogik. Ane Lea Kemboi Comment. Kass FM.
Say yes to a box full of what you love only on your StarTimes decoder. Recharge your monthly subscription today. Dial *858# for self-service. Stay connected for heartwarming stories to edge of your seat action. There's something for every mood, every moment, every kind of love. Because love isn't one thing. It's everything you enjoy together. Renew your subscription and unwrap endless entertainment. Download the StarTimes On app to enjoy all your favorite shows and stream live channels on the move. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Iwatile Vibes played by one and only DJ Redmond.
You're in the mix with DJ Redmond.
Advantage nebo kasit neyoe ni ko ikokona kenai ak biik chechang. Kikokona akot nengawe functions akot kikokona ketebe atebe ng'echeretab VIP. Yanyalilda ngamwaun ran. Inyalili metambonin chi.
Angalia kwa celebrity mano pole pole hapo maelewani ke. Ikakuja. Unasema nini? Ana unuga lo magitinye ke. Amo kaya meteni mani. Anya mama nekingalalwa kolecho akona kurchinyita 2,000 malot kou itebinga the whole day ama migi neye kwenda chukua 2,000 leta nyumbani.
Ngalekab time zone, ngalekab ne ko just kume.